Hello all. So the cat notification is out. You can check in the website. So the I'm cat now is there. We have important dates. Third August is when the registration starts. 14th September registration ends. October 27 admit card can be downloaded, and 27th November on Sunday is a test day. GP, they have given the media release. I think the media release, one thing is very clear: 120 minutes. There'll be three
Yeah.
sections and
Yeah.
3 sessions. Okay, there you go.
Three sessions. So these are it is along the expected lines. With when it says 120 minutes, I was reasonably sure. Obviously, you cannot be 100% sure, but to me, it did not make sense for CAT to go back to a 3-hour paper at least this year. And even otherwise, I think I'm sure they would have realized by now whether it's a 2-hour paper or 3-hour paper, it is equally effective. Okay. While we can always debate number of questions, etc. One thing which is still missing out here is how many questions will be there in each of the sections. That will probably come with the sample paper around 27th of October itself. Okay, but I will say that they are likely to stick to last year's pattern and might go up by a couple of questions, because I felt personally that DILR maybe there could have been 5 sets, and QA also maybe a couple of more questions would not have harmed. So I would probably say instead of 66, it could go up to about 70 questions. But beyond that, I don't see too much of a change vis-a-vis the last year's paper. So the important thing from a student's perspective is 2-hour paper, 40 minutes per section, and the sequence of sections seems to be exactly the same as the earlier years.
Yeah, so one of the things that you remember when the CAT became a 2-hour paper, they started with this 76 logic. Okay.
Yeah.
Went to about 66 logic. That makes sense because when you have in 3 hours, you have got 100 questions. So in 2 hours, logically, it should be 66 questions.
That's
but
right.
I think one of the issue that I believe that last year they had made with respect to this 20 questions in DLR. Okay. So that is what was sort of issue. So it yet see still that answer we don't know in terms of whether they're going to change the number of questions or total number of questions. I can't see anywhere. I kind of read everywhere. This is a information bulletin about which all programs are automatically a part of the CAT.
Yeah.
And then this is advertisement, which is also going to come tomorrow in the newspaper. Probably today now. It's time is 12. Yeah. So GP. So I think what is the takeaway for the student at this point in time?
The takeaway is no change. Okay, so continue with what you're doing. And one important thing is registration starts on 3rd of August. Please make sure you don't wait till 14th of September to apply. Make sure you apply within August itself. Okay, so from a preparation point of view, I would say no change at all. The paper that you were giving in terms of a 2-hour paper, 40 minutes into 3, those questions breakup, whatever we are giving is something they can continue with. The other thing which many students would always ask is, what do you think is going to be the degree of difficulty of the paper? I would say exactly the same as last 3 years, because very, very, very rarely have I seen CAT deviating from a degree of difficulty which is kind of an average of the last 3-4 years. So whatever we have seen in last 3-4 years is what is likely to happen, which means quant is going to be reasonably easy, DILR is going to be reasonably difficult, and verbal is not going to be easy. It may or may not be very difficult, but definitely not going to be very easy at all. Okay.
Yeah, so especially with respect to the level of difficulty, GP, when typically when CAT changes a pattern, which they did in 2015, the level of difficulty kind of goes down, and when they stuck to that particular pattern for a little bit of time, you can actually see naturally you can see the sort of increase in level of difficulty and kind of stabilize to a point where you can see 2019, 2020, 2021 especially, is that, but I think that 2022 is also going to have probably very similar level of difficulties, even my take.
That's right. And Jijo, one thing which I think people need to appreciate is that CAT or the other IMs are looking for diversity. If they are looking for diversity, you cannot have a very difficult quantitative aptitude section. Because the moment you make it a very difficult paper from a diversity angle, that means you are going to be, in a way, differentiating, or you're making it life difficult for the non-engineers or the non-science students. Okay, non-mathematics students, let me say. So anyone who's done arts, humanities, or commerce without maths, or done fashion, they are the students who are going to be disadvantaged. and then the students are going, then the IIMs are going to suffer both in terms of academic diversity as well as gender diversity, because all of us know engineering colleges are still heavily male dominated.
You're right. So till we get some sort of confirmation in terms of how many questions per section, we'll just basically assume they're going to stick to what happened last year. We'll just continue our preparation. We'll continue our step. One thing that you also realize is that we never experimented with 2 hour and 3 hour in our mock tests. At least we stuck to this
Yeah.
2 hours because intuitively we felt that they're probably going to stick to 2 hour tests, given that COVID is still a situation as it is today. So that's at
Now
least
we are
one thing
talking
that we
about
have.
monkeypox also.
Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's probably the life for us ahead of time. So in your case, ladies and gentlemen, please focus on your preparation. There is going to be, this is what you already prepared for, a 2 hour test. All the mocks that you have taken is a 2 hour test. All the plan of strategy was 2 hour test. So you have got a 2 hour test, so nothing to worry here.
Yeah. Jijo, if you can quickly go through the website, we'll just look at if there's anything specific that we need to look at from a student perspective.
So the website has
Yeah.
got this
The
not many. No,
advertisement is there. No, if you just, okay, yeah, let's
I,
go
I,
from the top.
I think probably FAQs may throw something, right?
Yeah.
Exam format, let's say anything there. So it's
So,
online examination, of course, it's going to be computer-based
yeah.
test. Let's look at anything that is
Just look
interesting.
at question
Calculate
number 5. Question 6, sorry. Question 6.
question 6,
Yeah.
3
It
sections.
just is section, it's still not giving you the questions. Can I bring a calculator? Just confirm that calculator will be available. You may use
Calculate
the
is
on-screen calculator. On-screen
okay,
calculator will be available. Negative marks for theta, you can just confirm no negative marks for theta. Okay.
which means
Uh,
non-MCQ question is going to be there. Okay.
yes. Yes. And
Uh,
question number 11, 10, sorry. Number of questions cannot be disclosed. Specific ordering of answering section. Just confirm that they have to answer. No. It is going to be
pre-specified on.
verbal. Yeah, which means verbal DIL or QA. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never
So
understood
I
this.
want Gija, I want you to look at question 12. I want the students to look at question 12 because this is what we have been saying all the time.
No.
However, you can attempt mock test to understand the pattern of the examination and type of questions. So they are not referring to the career launcher mock cats or the countdown cats. They are referring to their sample paper which will come out around end of October. But I want you to understand this is what CAT says. There is no syllabus. Okay.
Yeah.
And then when we say there's no syllabus, please believe what we are saying. Okay. And negative marking, we can just confirm in question 13.
Yeah. 3
Yeah.
marks minus 1. I think the same thing. Okay.
Yeah. So no changes out here.
Basically, cut paste of last year only, GP.
That's right. I think they have just changed 21 to 22 and released it all over again.
Yeah. I think one thing that I never understood this. What is the secrecy here? What is the problem in
The
sharing?
secrecy is only for slot 1 students, Gijo.
Yeah, okay.
So 1/3 of the students will be at a disadvantage because they'll not know what is there. Yeah, that disadvantage will be for 5 minutes, but I think it's stupidity, frankly. Okay.
I think person with disability has got a lot many things. You can check those out. We have got anything else? Is it online? Of course, it's going to be online.
Yeah.
It's not an online. It's a computer-based test. Come on, it's not online. It is computer-based, which means I think online means that you are going to a net and answering the question. I think Zad did that one time, no GP, and then completely messed up
That was long ago, 2001, if I remember correctly.
No, even pretty recently, I think that they use a different.
Then they had a partner which was SIFI.
Yeah.
SIFI, I'm not sure if they were doing computer-based test or online test, but it was a disaster. Okay,
Yeah,
from
it was
that point
online.
of view, TCS has been a very, very stable partner.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it is
I
a computer-based test. Okay.
FAQs.
So FAQ is done. Contact. They can contact exam cities. Anything. So it's going to be everywhere. So there's no problem.
Going to be all over the place. I don't think that's something you need to worry about. Information bullet.
Eligibility is, I think, the same as last year.
Yeah.
So that's
so yeah. As eligibility reservations, I don't think that's going to change at all. Okay.
Right.
Anything else on the Gijo? Just go to the homepage once again. Yeah. Just go down. Yeah. From a student point of view, I want you to look at the certificates which are mentioned on the right.
Correct.
Now, if you are someone who needs a scribe, please make sure you have that certificate, identification, final year certificate. These are important. These are extremely important. Please make sure these are in the format and some of these certificates may take you 4 to 6 weeks to get. Please apply for them now itself. Don't
Correct.
delay. If there's any certificate which you need from your college, from your school, or from your any designated authority, please don't delay it. That I'll get it later. Apply for it. Monday you should be applying for it. 1st of August, your application for that affidavit, whatever, should be filed. Please don't waste today in trying to say, okay, I'll see sometime, I'll get it. Okay. So that is one important thing which I wanted to be clear about. Okay. The other thing which is something important is, which we'll do a separate video on how to fill up the form. But my suggestion is, please create a separate email ID for the exam, not only for
Correct.
CAT, but for all exams that we will have. You will be taking from CAT till testnet probably 7, 8 exams. Or most of you will be taking at least 4 to 5. Please create a separate email ID which is focused only on exams, and also create soft copies of all your academic certificates and documents, which means 10th class mark sheet, 12th class mark sheet, graduation, whatever mark sheets you have. Please create a soft copy of everything and be ready with all that stuff. Okay, we'll do a separate session on this issue later on, but don't forget to do this. Okay. uh,
There's some more thing I want to add, GP. One is when you apply to CAT, you're automatically applying to the programs of the
all the
IIMs,
IM.
but you have to select all the programs. So first thing that you do is whenever you apply, you select all courses. Apply
Yes.
all, doesn't matter. But there are a lot many institutes which take the CAT score. You have to separately apply to those institute, and some of the institute has got a last date of application even before the CAT date. Some institute you can
Actually,
wait for the CAT score and then apply. Uh,
Dijo, actually, that is, many institutes have a last date of application typically one day before CAT. So CAT is
Correct.
27th November. They will deliberately keep it as 26th November so that you apply, because they know after CAT many of them you will not apply. Hmm.
Yeah, logic.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll once the registration
Hmm.
happen, we'll do all the sessions.
Yeah.
But here what you need to understand is this. So just one thing, like we said, is that the test is going to be 2 hours. So continue your prep, and eventually you should not be strained, you should not take pressure in terms of all these logistical hassles. So ensure
Hmm.
that all the certificate that you need, you do it today, tomorrow, not today, technically on Monday. Start doing
Yeah.
all that, apply early and finish the process, and
Hmm.
we'll come back and discuss more about the application to
Hmm.
MBA entrance test and also MBA colleges.
Yeah. Okay, I guess that's it then, Jijo. And all the best. And for students, please don't forget, if you have not still registered for Race to 99, please do so. 31st July is the last date for to get it for free. If you're enrolled, if you're a career launcher student for test series, that's your last day. 1st August onwards, you'll have to pay for it. So if you have not enrolled or registered for it, please do so immediately. Okay. And those of you who are not career launcher students and you want to be a part of Race to 99, remember, right now you are getting it at a 50% fee waiver. Later on, it might increase, and then you will have to pay a higher amount. So don't delay. Okay. So the Race to 99 starts from 1st of August, and so if you are going to delay it, you might be left behind. So that's it from our side. Thank you very much. All the best.